Hello everyone, this is the Seeker of Grace, a group of foreigners from other worlds, or the ones whom you call the Virtual YouTubers of Hololive, have plans to organize and compete in an Idol Showdown tournament, a tournament that is scheduled to begin quite soon, and I'm sure that many of you, seasoned fighters or not, will have your eyes on this tournament to support your favorite VTuber. There might be, however, one unforeseen problem. According to Bridget, Idol Showdown is what you might call a fighting game, and it follows that commentary for this tournament would potentially be riddled with fighting game jargon that many will not understand. Hence, if you want to support your favorite VTuber in this tournament, but are worried that you cannot follow what's happening, then here are 10 fighting game terms that you would do well to learn. To be clear, this guide is intended for people who are new to fighting games in general and wish to gain a deeper appreciation of the duels fought in the Idol Showdown tournament. Now let us proceed with the guide proper. Neutral. Neutral is the phase in a duel where both fighters maintain a distance between each other and have not taken any distinctly offensive or defensive action. In this phase of the duel, neither side has a clear advantage over the other, hence why it is called neutral. Shirakami Fubuki and Inugami Korone are currently in the neutral phase of this duel and are throwing out attacks to test each other. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "This player has good neutral," or "This player skipped neutral with that attack," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Whiff. In the context of these duels, a whiff is an attack that completely misses the opponent. This is not to be confused with a blocked attack, where the attack hits the opponent, but damage is negated through guarding. Whiffing is generally disadvantageous to the attacker, as the opponent has the chance to strike during the attack's recovery animation. Korone wanted to perform a special attack on Fubuki, but the attack whiffed as she was too far away. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "That player made a big whiff," or "That attack whiffs very easily," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Punish. A punish is an attack performed by the defender when the attacker makes a mistake. Said mistakes would include whiffing an attack or leaving a noticeable gap in between attacks under various circumstances. Fubuki noticed Korone whiffing her special attack and punished her for it. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "That is a big punish," or "The player does not know how to punish this attack," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Confirm. A confirm is the performance of a certain set of actions upon the successful performance of a preceding action. In most situations, said action refers to landing a hit on the opponent, successfully confirming an attack with a set of other attacks leads to a combo. Fubuki confirmed her light attack into a short combo. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "That was a good confirm," or "The player unfortunately missed the confirm," You might have a better understanding of what they mean. Mix-up. A mix-up is the use of a combination of attacks with different properties to break through an opponent's defense. The structure of offense and defense in fighting games can be a complicated topic, but all you have to know is that the attacker is trying to land an impactful hit on the defender using this technique. Hoshimachi Suisei uses a mix-up to land a hit on Toki no Sora. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "What is the mix-up the player is going to use?" or "The player was unable to block that mix-up," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Fuzzy. A fuzzy can be loosely defined as the use of a combination of different defensive techniques to defend against the opponent's combination of attacks. Experienced players may picture this technique quite differently, but if you see an idol jumping a lot, or repeatedly alternating between standing and crouching, then that could be seen as an attempt at using a fuzzy jump or fuzzy guard, respectively. Nakiri Ayame used a fuzzy guard to defend against Aki Rosenthal's mix-up. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "That was a good fuzzy jump," or "The player has to use a fuzzy guard," in that situation, you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Reversal. A reversal is the use of an offensive maneuver by the defender to stop the attacker's offense. Attacks which are designed to be used as reversals often make their users invincible for a short amount of time. If such attacks hit, the defender can now go on the offensive, hence why they are called reversals. Ayame used a reversal to stop Aki from performing an elaborate mix-up. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "The player keeps using reversals," or "The player blocked that reversal," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Setup. A setup is the use of certain actions by the attacker to limit the actions the defender can take. Let's return to the fight between Suisei and Sora. Sora does not want to defend against Suisei's mix-up and wants to stop it using a reversal. Suisei summons a giant orb while Sora is getting up, and the orb stops Sora from using a reversal. Thus, in this situation, it can be said that Suisei's giant orb is a setup to restrict Sora to blocking. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "That was a very disgusting setup," or "This character's game plan is very setup heavy," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Tech. A tech is an action performed by the defender to avoid taking damage from certain attacks. A key difference between teching and blocking is that blocking is performed when the defender is not taking damage, while teching is performed when the defender is taking or about to take damage. If you are confused, consider these examples. Kiryu Koko loves to use throws. Knowing this, Shishiro Botan uses a throw tech to escape from an incoming throw attempt. On the other hand, Botan loves to juggle the opponent during her combos. Hence, Koko uses an aerial tech to escape from getting, well, juggled. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "I cannot believe the player teched the throw," or "the player was punished for not using an air tech," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. Frame. A frame is a unit of measurement of time. To give you a conversion, 60 frames equates to 1 second. In the context of fighting games, frames are used to describe the time taken for what you might call the animation of a particular action. Botan's crouch light attack hits the opponent on frame 5. Koko's crouch light attack hits the opponent on frame 6. If both of them were to use their crouch light attacks at the same time, Botan would hit Koko because her crouch light attack is 1 frame faster. So if you hear commentators make statements such as, "This attack has a lot of invulnerability frames," or "that combination of attacks is a frame trap," you might have a better understanding of what they mean. And that concludes my guide on basic fighting game terminology. Hopefully, it will help you understand the commentary as you watch the Idol Showdown tournament. With this knowledge, you can even try to identify some of the techniques used by each competitor. And if you find this guide helpful, then please click on the like and subscribe buttons. To the competitors, good luck. And to the spectators, I hope you find the tournament thoroughly entertaining.